how has, for you, Juana, was it fighting that you got into first and then movies?
Yeah.
How did you see that? How did that take place?
So I've been boxing since I was 4 years old. I got 80 belts now, so I've been doing it for a very long time. You know, it's my first passion, my first love, and I love it with everything I got. You know, boxing, family, and acting. But acting came second when I was 11. But how I got introduced into the acting space was boxing. You know, I had a fan base in the boxing world when I was a little younger. You know, nothing crazy, but I got noticed by the Steve Harvey show, and they loved me for that. I ended up doing that. Got seen by a casting director, and she sent me the script for Euphoria and was like, "Yo, do you want to like try out for it?" And I'm like, I mean, why not?
I love your character, by the way.
I couldn't get you off this podcast without at least once say what he just said. I'm like, your character is by far my favorite. I remember the second season. Someone was saying when the last episode was coming, someone was like, "Man, some shit's about to go down." I'm like, "Well, you know, as long as Ashtray doesn't die, I mean, I'll be fine. It's fine as long as that doesn't happen."
Yeah, but you know, boxing, I started in acting, which is pretty crazy.
Yeah.
You know, like, the way acting came about, like, truly a blessing, though. Like, it's so random, you know, and I would have never known that I love it so much. So.
Yeah, it's not a space we ever thought about.
No, not. I was never like, "Yo, Dad, like, I want to act so bad." You know, really, my J-Love was like that when she was younger. You know,
I think a little bit, but not even her. She wasn't like, you know, it wasn't a career path until she saw you doing it and was like,
"Yo, I need to.
I can do that." Like,
killing it right now, man.
Yeah, she is killing it right now.
Killing it.
Yeah.
What would you say is the biggest challenge transitioning into acting?
I think the biggest challenge was balancing boxing and acting.
Okay.
You know, I knew that I had to sacrifice some time, because I can't have my dad always with me on set, you know, because he's a busy man. He got a lot going on. So it was hard finding the times that I was able to train with him. So it was a lot of me just hitting the bag by myself when I'm on set, you know, and finding time on set. Even like I had a gym in Canada for Umbrella Academy where they let me train at, and I got my work in there, but it's for sure hard to find that balance.
Yeah. And getting that balance, do you think that has come mainly from your dad, from his in your life, or where does that balance come from?
Yeah, you know, my dad is a super, super hard worker, and I've always looked up to him. He's my biggest inspiration, and just life in general, and everything he does at 100%, and I love that about him.
Yeah.
And I think him just showing me the way to really run things and the way to do things has just helped me been able to find the balance for sure.